The sponsor of tonight's episode, Red Pill Threads, dares to go where few others will.
Perfect for the proud libertarian or anti-statist. Their designs are loaded with deeper meaning and hard forbidden truths. They hate the government more than you.
Their shirts are an act of defiance, rebellion against liberal agenda, corrupt government, psychopathic oppressors, and the status quo. We're fighting back.
Their shirts are the weapons on the front line of this war. When you wear them, you're gearing up for combat, and you boldly shout, "We will not lose this war without a fight."
And we won't lose. We'll keep fighting until we win.
Are you ready to fight?
The main reason we hooked up with Red Pill Threads is they put their money where their mouth is by donating 20% of their proceeds to rotating charities, most specifically aimed at helping child and human trafficking.
So visit their website at www.redpillthreads.com and join us in the fight.
Welcome, fellow lushes. Come on in, pull up a bar stool, and enjoy some cocktails with Dimples and the Beard.
It is now open.
What is?
The Taverno.
All right. So with the tavern being open, I guess I can say welcome back
You can.
to another episode
You can.
of Cocktails with Dimples and the Beard. We got another funny lady on tonight, and we have a pressing question that needs to be answered.
Oh, yes, couple. I got one too.
Well, we have the
100%. Yep.
pressing question that we maybe have ever asked in this podcast history.
Close. You're right. You're right.
Is
Close.
Kent
Oh,
still a virgin?
so if you had to, what would you like the outcome to be? Yes or no?
I really would like him still to be a virgin.
Yeah, I'd say that's why I asked the question, because I'm like,
It just increases the awkwardness the more he's on, because it keeps coming up and they just keep trying to pick random women out of
dude, this is 14 women we've been called up here, and you just keep blowing it.
But how genius of Hannah Gray, our guest, to applaud in that moment, knowing that this is her chance to get on stage on Kill Tony.
She made herself be noticed,
Right.
and I think there are a lot of single women in the audience that were like, "Oh no, what are they going to ask me to do?" And then
Right.
she's like, "Fuck that! This is my opportunity."
Right. I think
Boom. So
yeah.
she's smart. She's a smart lady.
if you're not a comedian, it's probably not necessarily worth clapping your hands, right? I mean, I'm not, that's no offense to Kent. Seems like a perfectly fine young man, but
Oh, there's not an offense that
there's
can.
no real reason. But for her, she turned that moment into her moment.
Yeah, she did.
And
So, and that,
that's
yeah,
what you gotta do, man.
and that's where we're going to experience what we're going to talk to her, because she's a intelligent lady, and we're going to find out about her and her stuff. So, I'm not going to try to. We're obviously going to talk to her about a lot of stuff, but I'm trying to change the subject. But
Good, change it.
I just want to ask you about. Do you?
Yes.
I think I know the answer. I know the answer, but I'm going to dispute what your answer is. Do you enjoy your birthday
Do I enjoy my birthday?
as anymore?
No. Who the fuck enjoys their birthday at 50 years old?
But I just because once we do end up celebrating, you seem to have a really good fucking time.
I enjoy being with my good friends and my loved ones, yes, but it wouldn't have to be my fucking birthday.
Well, I understand
It
that,
has
but
nothing to
it's
do with my birthday.
well, but it's all the attention's on you.
I don't know. That's no. Let's talk about all the birthdays where I've had like parties or whatever. My 30th birthday party, I had a nice big party. Guess what I did? I babysat everybody. I babysat you.
You didn't babysit me.
I babysat you. I babysat
You did
I had
not.
I had to walk Amy and Brian home because he was so drunk. Then my 30
Didn't babysit me.
39th birthday, I think I got pretty fucked up because that was the night we were
situation, but there was no babysitting.
that was stupid. That was my 39th, I think, is the night that we had the pair of underwear with the nuts hanging out of them. We were looking the nuts all night or something. I think. So,
They blend.
but yeah, no.
They blend all the birthdays and all the parties out.
I like planning things around my birthday.
Why did I mention this?
But that's my birthday is like it was 6 months ago at this point. But yeah,
By the time recording, so
yeah, by the time it's
when we're recording, his birthday's coming up, and we don't want to not acknowledge it. But when you watch us, it had happened.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah.
We're gonna-
I'm officially 51.
He broke the barrier.
Yeah. Broke mine.
I mean, the last year, the hit, that's over with. It's old news now.
The hit heard around the world.
Yeah. It's a fucking number. Who cares?
Oh, I don't care.
But again,
I mean, the other reason I care is
tonight about you. So come on, who doesn't like that?
the only reason I care is because it's another year closer to being dead. And now that I finally got a woman in my life that I want to spend a whole lot of time with,
You know,
I don't really want to die in 30 years, but that's probably all I got left is 30 years. I had my blood work done this morning.
So,
And guess what? I have high triglycerides, very high
yeah,
triglycerides. I don't know what that means,
no, nobody does.
but apparently I need to do something about my cholesterol is high.
So what do they take a pill or did he give you a reason how to lower it?
I haven't heard from the doctor yet. I just saw the test results. So,
Oh, that's true. They sent it to you. They don't even talk to you about it anymore.
well, normally I would do the lab and then talk to my doctor after at my physical, but this year anyway, I have a new primary. So I had my physical before I had my lab work done. So yes, but I mean, here's my problem with doctors.
Oh, yep. What's your problem with doctors besides everything? Go ahead.
My weight. Did I just shoot a bunch? My weight,
Have you ever said, go ahead. I'm sorry, I cut you off. And I got a question.
well, why don't you ask your question? Because now I forgot what I was gonna say, you son of a bitch.
It had to go with like you go into the doctor, he says, you got this, you got that, and this, and you're overweight. And you're like, you ever say to him, say, no shit, I'm overweight. I know that fucker. Tell me something I don't know.
No, my problem with all the doctors that I've had in my life is none of them are willing to, it's like they're walking on eggshells and they don't want to admit to the obvious. Like I need a doctor to be like, you're fucking fat, lose some fucking weight, or you're gonna die sooner than you would.
There it is.
I need a fucking doctor who's not a pussy.
That's what we all need.
And I keep ending up with doctors who are pussies, who don't wanna.
Switch. Don't make the carrier switch it. Switch so you go to one you like.
I have to find, I know, this is probably a one and done with this doctor because.
Fuck 'em.
Next year when I go for my physical and I weigh 280 instead of 270, if that motherfucker doesn't say to me, dude, you're fucking fat, what's wrong with you?
Do you need a doctor? You want me to be your doctor for a while?
Only for anal probes. I haven't had that yet. Do they not do that anymore?
What?
Do you get a finger up your ass at the doctor?
It's been a while now you say that.
So you have had a finger up your ass?
Oh, I have.
Because I've had.
Then I reschedule and they haven't lately.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a thing anymore. Because I thought you started getting a finger up your ass at 50, because they stopped grabbing your balls at 50. Because testicular cancer past 50 is a very rare thing.
Yeah.
They stopped grabbing your balls at 50, but I thought they then bent you up. What am I paying for if they're not going to grab my balls and fuck my ass?
You're paying for nothing.
Yeah.
You're paying for, they took everything and you have to pay for anything above and beyond that.
I mean, I didn't even have to disrobe for this physical.
Your blood, your pressure, and then that's it. You want more? We're gonna take your blood.
Yeah, like what?
I don't-
All she did was press on my tummy a little bit and put a fucking. And even when she's pressing on my tummy, I'm like, then now's your chance. Now's your chance. You can say it now. You can say it. Nope. Too skittish. I don't
Well,
want
the nurse is not gonna.
I don't want to.
The nurse does have to work anyways.
So anyway, doctors are pussies. They're afraid to tell you what's what.
They really are because they don't want to be sued. They don't want to be offended. Offend you.
I try to make them offend me. I fucking bring, like
Bring it on.
the elephant in the room is me. We can talk about it. Like, it's fine.
It's literally me.
Yeah. Fucking.
Hey, like, subscribe. Oh, where's our
Smash that like button. Stop it. Stop it. You fucking stoner.
I know, right? I was like, oh, it's 6 o'clock. Oh, not the right time, kind of thing. Or 7. Fuck.
or
That's
literally whatever time, right?
Exactly.
Podcasting nights are podcasting nights, so we're here anyway. We're trying to put together a little ad read for somebody, so we're like, all right, we're just hanging out. So
Oh,
Anyways,
sick. Okay.
it's all good.
it goes so smooth. So how are you tonight?
I'm
Besides,
pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. Just I just moved into a new place, so everything's like everywhere kind of thing. So
Okay.
But
That's always fun. Moving is the best.
yeah, besides that, pretty good. How about you guys?
We are very good. Are you still in Colorado?
Yeah, I'm still in
Okay.
Colorado.
Would you ever
I like,
leave Colorado?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, that went way different than what I thought.
Yeah, I thought for sure you were gonna say no.
Yep.
You're not gonna move to Austin like everybody else, are you?
Oh God, no. I would move to Austin if it wasn't Texas. That's really my biggest.
Oh,
Sure.
I'm really dumb as a female. That's about how much like
so
okay.
where are you moving if you could?
I'm mostly just moving closer to Denver right now. I love
Yeah.
Austin and going there. I just I'm dumb when it comes to sex stuff, so I feel like I'd be stuck with consequences that I don't need in my life right now.
I thought that's kind of what you meant the first time, and I'm like, is that what she like?
She really.
I'm gonna be buying a
My
lot of
bad.
Plan B.
I don't want to.
Exactly. If I move there, I have to stock up.
All right.
Just bring with you one suitcase full of Plan B. There you go.
We're joined by Hannah Gray, comedian who I saw for the first time on Kill Tony. And,
Oh, awesome.
I think the first question that needs to be asked before we go any further is Kent still a virgin?
Yeah, 100%. He was.
She's like, please let me get this out there. I just want to say this for the record. 100%.
Well, he got on the show after me, so he got to tell his side of the date. But he sent me like a text message beforehand, like, we're just gonna do our spots at the secret show and go our separate ways, right? And I was like, I mean, I live in Colorado, but sure, like I could kind of tell he didn't like me on the show, so like the date was equally as awkward, but I was trying to be cool, like, hey, do you want advice from the other side? Like,
yeah, at least, yeah. He's very awkward.
yeah, he's a very nice guy though. He's a very nice guy. Just
so you did go on a date besides the secret. Okay.
Yeah, Tony sent us on a date right before the secret show, and then we got to like start off the secret show.
All right, please walk us through the date. Where did you go? How did you meet up? Did you meet there? Just a brief walk through.
No, honestly, like day of the show and date stuff, we were like, is this date even happening? Like, are they just gonna send us to the Sunset Strip like food area beforehand? Like the chicken stuff. And then I think Yoni hit us up like a couple hours before the show was supposed to happen. And sorry about that. He said that the reservation was at 5 and we had $200 to spend.
Yeah.
And it was pretty cool. It was weird because I could drink and he couldn't, and I was like,
That's right. He was not 21.
20, yeah.
Hey, at least he was over 18. But anyway.
yeah, that was the best. No.
So where did you go?
Oh God. Oh man, I'm really blanking on the name right now. It's something off Fifth Street, and it's oh God. I can Google it right now.
What was it geared towards? Was it more Buffalo Wild Wings or was it more like steak joint? I don't know. I mean,
it was more like it's like right across the street from Antone's, but it's a really fancy restaurant.
Okay.
Did $200 cover the bill, or were you guys stuck paying for it?
Yeah, no, $200 well covered the bill. Like I wasn't about to get a whole bottle of wine by myself. Like I was thinking about it, but I didn't.
I would think if Hinchcliffe would have just sent like the Amex, you would have gone for the whole bottle of wine. But knowing you were kind of on a budget,
it was like a budget, and I was also like, I want to make a good impression for the secret show, so I should be like a little.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot you had to do a spot after too. So.
But was there any point like halfway through the day where you're like, I really want a bottle of wine right now?
Oh, it was honestly, how do I put it and not sound bad? He talked about going on a date with his mom to a nicer restaurant in like Florida or something where he's from, like the whole time. And then he talked about being like 20 and how it sucks in comedy. And I was just like, I started when I was 28. I really can't relate to this, but cool, dude. Like,
yeah.
But yeah, no, he's a nice guy though. Like,
he seems like a nice guy, and he's very funny. He is very funny. So
yeah. But I did feel a little better that he didn't get an invite to the secret show the next time he was on the show. So I was like, I might be the funny part of the equation. But that's me being petty. I probably shouldn't.
But you got invited back.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh, well, there, let's congratulate you on that. Let's not
thank
just
you.
fluff over that. That's a big deal.
Yeah, no, it was cool. I accidentally ended up at the secret show staying like way later than I didn't know you were supposed to just do your spot and leave.
Okay.
But like the green room had so many big names in it that I was just like, I want to hear what they have to say. If I have to stay here all night, I have to stay here all night. Like
Yeah.
whatever.
Right.
Like
right.
I got to smoke weed with Hans Kim. That's like a check off the old bucket list. I don't know why, but
No offense, but this is a Rick Diaz house. So
okay, okay, no,
Oh,
we had Rick on, so we're Team Rick.
to be fair, we're only because Hans wouldn't come on.
Well, that's true. Yeah, Hans said no. Well, he didn't even say no. He didn't see, but we're just talking shit. Hans is great too.
oh no,
Yeah.
I've heard good things about Rick too, but I like it's. I feel like I'm so new to comedy that I've just heard like different stories through other people, and I like to experience them myself, kind of thing, to get a
Yeah.
real read. But
So were you
whatever.
was your name in the bucket the night that you went up?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I actually the night I got up, I kind of spiraled because I waited all day in standby line for tickets, and it was South by Southwest that weekend. So
Oh.
like there wasn't actually any standby tickets. I just got lucky with some drunk dude who came by and was like, I have 3 extra tickets. And a comedian friend who was in front of me was like, I got 2, and there's one girl behind us, and he took us into the show. It was pretty. I still have no
Wow.
idea how much tickets are. I can say that. Like,
Yeah, but
No
it seems
idea.
like you heard that just like we'll get to the Kill 20 announcement.
yeah,
Took advantage of it. You're like, you sprung to it. You're like, am I thinking right? You're in the audience
yeah,
or the line, and they're like, I got a ticket. You're like, I'll go.
yeah. That was literally. I was just like, I just want to see it. Like, I traveled all the way from Colorado to just to not even see the show. I thought it was gonna be like a
Yeah,
bus.
which could happen.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I've heard other friends come down here and not even get on and just
Yeah.
have to go to Shakespeare's after for that very fun open
So-
mic. After.
Oh, is that
So
what
a quick recap, because on Kill Tony,
Yes.
you really embraced the
moment.
opportunity and moment, yes, about
Yeah.
with Kent on the stage about single women. Audience was kind of quiet, but you cheered and you got stood up and you got brought on stage to do a minute just to go on a
Yeah.
date with this dude.
Which was wild because like for me, I was the comic friend I was with. I was like, should I get up there? Like, technically, I'm single, but not my type anywhere close at all. But like,
He's nobody's type.
He is. Yes, he is. Stop it.
no,
He's his mom's
it's not
type.
like,
They had the best date ever. Go ahead.
yeah, no, I had my comic friend sitting with me, and he was pretty much like, "Bitch, if you don't get up there now, we're not friends anymore." And I was like,
Perfect.
"All right, fuck, okay, I guess I'm really doing this." And
Yeah.
of course, I sounded nervous as shit, but that was mostly because I was just like, "Oh
Nervous
man,
as
am I
shit.
really going on date?" Like,
So how was that from when you left your seat to walking behind stage? That, I don't know, 30 seconds of walking, maybe it was longer, but what was going through your
yeah,
mind at that time? Because yes, that's nerve-wracking.
yeah, no, honestly, at first, I didn't even like. He was just kind of like, "Do you have a minute?" And I didn't know that was like the invite up there, so I was sitting back down.
Oh.
But Christy, the blonde producer, was coming over to me like, "Hey, come on, we're going." And I was just like, "Oh shit, we're really doing this right now. Let's hope for the best, expect the worst. Like, what else can you do?" But
Absolutely. You seize the moment. It's out there, you gotta take it.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a really cool cred to have. I full transparency coming back to Denver in the comedy scene, I thought it would be a bit more of a credit than
Yeah.
everybody else seems to make it. But like, um,
What?
it's weird. Denver just has a very filtrated comedy scene, so like everyone's kind of like, "Let's kill Tony" a little bit, but
Yeah,
like
sure.
Oh,
Sure.
deep down
okay.
they know. That's how I look at it. I'm like, if you've been in comedy a minute and you don't know about Kill Tony, that's kind
Yeah.
of weird. I don't know.
Especially now. I mean,
Right.
maybe at the beginning of the pandemic, but since the pandemic, that show has just gotten out of control.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like organized. I kind of love it, honestly,
Yeah.
in a weird way. But
Well, and
You're not the only one.
I watch every week, And anytime there's a moment like there was with you and Kent, I am quickly trying to, I'm like, I have no shame. I'm like, you want to come on the podcast? Because Kill Tony sells. That's the point. Like,
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
it
know.
definitely does.
I don't know what your socials went from to, you know, with, I mean, what kind of bump you saw on your socials, but anytime we have an episode with somebody from Kill Tony, we get more views than most of our episodes. So,
Oh yeah, no, I got a pretty big bump after too, and I was like, this is wild.
yeah.
This is probably a wild story, but I'll tell it anyway.
Good.
After the episode aired, I don't know why I find it hilarious, but I got a random like DM from somebody who's a fan of the show and was like, I'll give you $500 if you squeeze a watermelon between your legs in a video and send it to me. I was like, that's so specific. I don't know how to feel about. I mean, it was really. I was like, you saw what I did for $200. No, that's terrible. Okay,
Well, I
Did
was
you
gonna
do
say,
it?
I wish. No, he ghosted me after, but I was like, that's a wild proposal in general. But
well, that's OnlyFans shit right there.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I was like.
But
I don't have one of those, but like, good for I don't know.
if your last joke is I'm not the woman you want to peg you, you want me nowhere near your asshole, it makes sense that a guy's gonna ask you to crush a watermelon between your legs.
Yeah, I was like, I mean, I don't know. Guys are weird, but that's fine.
You don't say?
Yeah.
No arguments here, that's for sure.
We had a woman on the other night who does OnlyFans, and she has an OnlyFans guy who sticks his keys
Okay, no.
in, into the tip of his penis until it gets infected.
Oh, oh my God.
Yeah, so guys are weird.
Okay, yeah, that
Don't
I thought
like
I was a
hearing that.
masochist. Holy shit.
The
Okay.
watermelon is nothing.
That does make me feel a lot better about that, actually. I don't know why, but
So how'd you get into comedy? Why did you pursue comedy?
Let's go back to funny.
From diseases or infections.
in fact, yeah, no.
I'm sorry. That
No,
that just gets me.
Yeah.
I get
So yeah, let's step back. So you're in the Navy.
Yeah.
And,
Yes.
and as
Thank you,
and
by the way.
absolutely
Oh,
appreciate
thank you
your
for the
time.
support.
What was your decision to go in the Navy, and then was that a big factor in when you get out to go into comedy? I mean, that's a transition right there. What's that?
Yeah, no, so going into the Navy, it was more, I was kind of one of those kids just kind of fucking up college left and right. Just like, I want to be here, but I also know where every frat house is within a 5 mile radius kind of thing. But both my parents were former Army, so they were pretty much just like, you can join any branch but the Army, which I aimed for the Air Force. They told me I was too fat on the way out. The Navy recruiter got me. So
Wait, your mom and dad forbid you from the army because they didn't want you to embarrass their good name or what?
no. They did their four and got out, and I think they were pretty much just like any
Oh.
other branch but this one. Like
Okay.
that kind of thing.
I thought they were like, you're fucking up college so bad. We do not want
Way to boost.
Honestly,
Way to
probably
boost the
that.
guest up. Thanks. There you go.
It could have been. It could have been. But yeah, the Navy book, it was okay, but I feel like I missed the camaraderie a lot more than like anything else. Just because it was kind of like you were deployed with your family, even if you didn't like them, kind of thing for
Yeah.
9 to 18 months. But then getting out, I got out with like a brain injury and stuff. So trying to like readjust to life after that was kind of no, it was super fucking difficult. I don't know why I say kind of, but like it was one of those. I was a straight A student. I could remember shit from like 3 years ago, and then all of a sudden, like my short-term memory, I can like meet someone and know their face, but like don't ask me their name because I have no idea.
Sure.
And it
And that has
was my
nothing to do with the weed?
therapist. Yeah, probably that too. Probably that too. I don't know. But
Weed
yeah,
is great
my
for
therapist was
short-term
pretty
memory.
much like, you're talking to me like you're doing a stand-up bit. Have you ever tried it? And I was kind of like, not really, but and then it like she planted that idea in my head, and then I just kept diving down comedy more and more. And then I got my first big laugh in Denver at this place that's like known to be a terrible place to do comedy because nobody pays attention. They're usually talking over you.
Yeah.
And I got my first big laugh there. So I was like, oh my God, I finally made it in comedy. I'm gonna keep doing this all the time now. And then I dove a little crazy into it. Like I did a festival last year, which was like fun, and it was for like charity, but I did like 11 shows in like 2 weekends and I planned it within like
Oh.
2 months. So I went
Okay.
super like Navy organized, like a little crazy with it, but yeah, that's probably a lot of info.
It is, but do you feel the Navy prepares you to be like, just go storm full force ahead and don't take no, don't take any prisoners?
Yeah, I definitely feel like that. It definitely helps like protrude that. But then I also, since I spent some time over in Al Assad Air Base, which is Iraq,
Oh, okay.
yeah, my therapist was pretty much like, you've been shot at, so like people not laughing at you, is that really the worst thing in the planet? And I was like, touche, you got me there. Like, I'm awkward in general. So if I have to be awkward to a crowd until they laugh, I fucking will. But yeah, that's probably the Navy stuff now that you say that.
Okay, so when your first time up, were you nervous? I mean, obviously I think everybody's nervous, but how was it first time going up in front of a crowd?
I was like nervous, but I went up at a club that's like kind of pretty accepting. I think where I kind of bombed is my dad got really excited that I got into stand-up comedy,
Oh.
and he ended up going to my first open mic. And I was just like a nervous ball of energy, like, I just want to make my dad laugh, god damn it. Because he's like retired Army and resting, I'm not saying resting mad face, but yeah.
Well, I don't know. I was gonna say I've seen pictures of Pops, and he seems like a cool dude. He's wearing tie dye and going to Red Rocks, and so
Oh, yeah. He's like a hippie conservative. It's very weird. Like,
yeah.
love my dad. And oh man, I also think I had my first joke kind of happened around the first time I started comedy, and it was, man, this is probably on brand for me. I left 12 hits of acid in my parents' freezer. And I told them about it because they're cool and they like tie-dye stuff. But my dad found it in the ice cube tray like 3 days later, and he just drank 12 hits of acid water for like 3 days.
What?
I wish it wasn't a true story, but thankfully he's a Grateful Deadhead, so he lives to tell the tale. But
So wait. Do we need to talk to him just to talk about that experience? And number one, he lived through it, and what happened? Come on, that's crazy.
yeah,
Wait,
I mean, thankfully he was just at home. But
I'm confused. So he did this on purpose?
no, so what I had did was leftover festival drugs in the ice cube tray because I figured Breaking Bad style kind of thing. I don't know. And I lost the tin foil, and I told my parents I lost the tin foil, and they were okay with it, just like as long as the animals didn't find it. And
Fuck that.
yeah, my dad ended up
We're worried about the animals. Dad could take it all day long. We don't care.
Well, he did his fair share back in, like, he wears glasses because fair share to the eye he took.
Oh god, sure.
Yeah, that's where I'm like, decision making is not a family trait that I think we want.
Has he ever come to you and said, thank you, this is the experience I had with it, or anything?
I wish. No, he's mostly sarcastic, so he's kind of just like, watch out, the next drink I make you, bitch, kind of thing. And like, we have a fun rapport.
Paybacks are a bitch.
Yeah, I deserve it. That's how I look at it.
Bless his heart. That's awesome.
That's
I'm glad he survived.
That's a little worse than when you accidentally eat the 100 milligram instead of the 10 milligram edible. That's a little bigger.
That's a bigger deal.
Yeah, I've not seen him tell that to my mom before, but I have. It was terrible. No, I'm not. It's really glad I didn't go into pharmacy anything. So
You're more
everyone.
organic, so mushrooms and acid, it sounds like. So when did that experience start? Where did you start experimenting with it? Before Navy or after? or
well,
during?
I am not allowed to say yes to the last one, but more after to like just there's a lot of like, especially in Colorado, there's a lot of veteran groups that are like, here's how PTSD and microdosing
Mhm.
helped.
Sure.
And then like the one that they just started doing and I was almost a part of until the FDA killed it was the MDMA trials for
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
PTSD, which would be cool. But I'm also like, I feel like I stay pretty well medicated as is. And if the organic side is the way I go, it's better than like when I got out, I had more prescriptions than my parents, and they're like both
Mm.
around 70. So they
Yeah.
were like, your liver's gonna be fucked if you keep doing this kind of thing. And
Right.
Well,
so
you know
now
what, and
I just
that's a great point, and that's so true. I really, I feel that it's the organics the way to go as opposed to the pharmaceutical. So,
yeah,
and we've had a guest on, a couple of them way back, where the microdosing for things like that actually
Yeah.
helps so well. So whatever helps you, it's awesome that you found it.
yeah. And then starting to grow it was mostly like I couldn't find it. So I was like, all right, it's legal here now, might as well
Are they,
try it.
Oh,
so
But
are
yeah,
psychedelics are recreationally legal in Colorado?
so just psilocybin is like you can
Okay.
go to like the like smoke and vape shop and pick up like mushroom chocolate kind of thing.
Okay.
I it's not very well regulated, so I don't think it'll ever be like a dispensary level kind of thing, but
Sure.
they're definitely more open to it. That and like ketamine trials, but
Okay.
I've seen a lot of spiraling on ketamine, so I'm
That one,
good
yeah.
on that stuff.
Yeah.
okay.
Ketamine feels a little scary.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah. Well, it's like basically it's like horse tranquilizer, but
Oh.
it's
Yeah.
delivered at obviously a level that, anyway, yeah, I don't know enough about it. I just know anytime you say that it can put a horse to sleep, I'm like, I don't think I want that.
Yeah. That's that and people do that shit at parties and that's wild to me because I'm like,
Yeah.
aren't you gonna like socialize or not? So I don't know.
No.
People
Yeah.
are weird.
I mean, that is a great drug for me because I don't really like socializing at parties, so I can just be like, oh, I'm on ketamine, sorry.
Take a nap.
I'll be like, take some more.
You're gonna kill me.
So,
Jesus. Have the
no,
Narcan ready.
that's fine, but all right. So now you're doing shows. I gotta ask. We gotta get into this because it's coming up.
Friday.
It's like coming up soon. To your point, Friday.
Oh,
Have you the Bear Comedy Show? So,
yes. It's exactly what you think it is.
so it was opposite of what I thought it was.
Oh, really?
Until I dug into it, I thought it was like the audience was naked watching a show, but it's
Yeah.
kind of obviously the audience can be naked, and
And they're encouraged to be.
They're encouraged to be, and we watch.
Yeah.
I kind of looked up at the club, and it seems like a cool club.
Yeah.
But you have no. This is your first time? Have you done this before? Or and I
Yeah.
had a follow-up question.
No, it's actually my first time doing it. I've heard of a few different places, especially like Colorado has its own kind of polyamory weirdness about it. So, um, no, the show, the audience is naked and you come out in like a robe or something, and then eventually when you're comfortable, you're supposed to be naked. I'm honestly just hoping it'll help with my stand-up like confidence a little bit more because I'm like, if I do this shit naked, then who cares if I have clothes on? I don't know. Maybe that's a weird.
Okay, that was my follow-up question: is how did you come out naked? Do you come out with clothing, and each joke you took off layer of clothing or what?
Comedy.
But you kind of touched on that. You come with a robe, and what if you're like you do your whole set and you don't feel comfortable ever? They're not. I mean, obviously they're not going to manage you, but how
Yeah.
when do you think you will be comfortable to disrobe and be completely naked in front of people?
Honestly, I think with like, I'm not saying I'm like a bandwagoner, but like, if everyone else is naked, I feel like I'll probably be more comfortable. So like, tell a joke, get a
Probably.
laugh. Probably. That's what I'm hoping for. Um, Fingers crossed. I've never done it, but everyone
Okay.
who I've heard do the show said that it like it's a confidence boost, and like it kind of helps with like your stage presence, which
Okay.
I'm excited and nervous for. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Will you be looking for penises to heckle?
It'll be hard not to, honestly, is how I look at it.
Yeah. That's
I
the
have
one
kind
show you don't want front row tickets for that show if you're a small penis man.
Yeah, must be in the waiver. Don't make fun of our guests' penises. But I don't know.
No, that'd be wild if they did. I'm hoping they don't, because I feel like that's half of my set is just like, let's make eye contact with the right body parts so we're not being weird, guys. Like, I don't know. I'm a little uncomfortable about it. My boyfriend is too, so I'm like,
Is he on the lineup? Is he a comedian?
no, he's not. I realized very quickly that like dating comics is kind of like shitting where you eat in a euphemism kind of way, maybe.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
is he going with you? Will he be in the audience?
no, he's a little more conservative on that aspect of things, which I get. I get. It's like weird for a dude to be naked in front of other dudes, and like
But
I would say this. What?
He could go and I mean, it's encouraged, but he could go in the audience and be clothed.
Yeah,
You don't want to be that guy.
yeah. I think his thing is like he doesn't want to make contacts with like eye contact with other dicks, and then like maybe it'll like I don't know. Maybe that's just a guess, really, though. I haven't talked to him about it. He doesn't seem thrilled that I'm doing the show, but I'm also
Well,
like,
that was kind of my next question. If he doesn't want to go, is he like, I don't want to know about it when you come back? I mean, I'm assuming when you come back, you're gonna want to say, this is what I felt, that I liked it, I didn't like it, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Is he gonna be open to talking about his girlfriend naked in front of everybody?
I mean, I think so. I also, this is fun. I'm meeting his parents for the first time, like the day after.
Oh, even better. Even
His
better.
mom knows too. So
That you're doing this?
yeah. She was like, "What's the bear comedy show?" And he was like, "I think it's a nude one, but I don't know." So
You got
hoping
Sunday brunch conversation right there. You're good. You're golden.
hoping so.
They're gonna love you. You're fine. You're fine.
You can't write this. This is perfect.
It was just comedic timing, I'd say. I'm like, wow, I haven't even met her yet, and she knows I'm doing kind of host stuff, but not really host.
It's not. No,
It's not at all.
No.
I think, well, with us, no, it's not host stuff. It's just exploring. It's exploring in different avenues. That's all it is.
Well, I get it. It's
Yeah.
a cool concept. I mean, for a comedian, you're right. I mean, you're already raw and vulnerable out there. Why not push it to the extreme? And that way, the next time you go do it with clothes on, at least you have that element that you're not worried about, right? So
Yeah.
Same concept.
that's-
You're in the Navy, you're getting shot at. Fucking bombing
Yeah.
on stage is nothing.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, honestly. That's where I was like, I'm not too worried about it. And I don't know if it's the military, but I really like putting myself in like uncomfortable situations.
I've heard that.
If we can't tell by everything I've done so far.
Which I commend you. That's awesome. That's a great way to continue on with your life and just explore. Which it seems like
Yeah.
you're very adventurous, even in the outdoors.
Yeah, I try to be. It's one of those weird things like adjusting to life post-military, even though I was like a super out, like I did marathons and stuff beforehand, and now I
sure.
like
Okay.
it's a lot of an adjustment period. Like it's hard not to beat yourself up. Like you used to do this not that fucking long ago, dude. What's wrong? But
Yeah.
like,
Have you lived in Colorado your whole life?
I lived in Colorado most of my life. I went to, oh, this is fun. When I was like 10, my parents moved me to Idaho Falls, Idaho.
Oh,
It was mostly because in Colorado, the hospital she worked at was moving like even farther south. So she was like, I don't want to spend that much time in a car. We didn't last very long in Idaho. I don't know. We're not a very religious family, so I think that was a big
Okay.
aspect to do with it. But then after Idaho, my mom, she got a little sick with like rheumatoid arthritis. So we moved closer to like her side of the family for like just in case anything happens. And I ended up going to like middle school and high school in New Jersey.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, definite culture shock to say the least. But
Yeah.
I definitely feel like I flipped the reverse card on my parents in some like petty teenager way because I convinced them to adopt a classmate who was in the foster care system, and he was
Oh.
like getting kicked out of his current situation, and I was kind of like, hey, mom and dad, we have a guest bedroom, and they were like, that's so compassionate, we can't say no to that, like we'd be assholes then. So I got a brother out of the equation, which is cool.
That's
It's
cool.
just
Wow.
okay. Well, then
he's
you consider him your brother. I'm not gonna go with the I wanted him to live with us because I wanted to date him.
Oh.
yeah. No, I consider him my brother. Like we
Okay.
call each other brother and sister kind of thing. He lives in Peru though, so it's not like
Oh,
we're as close anymore, but like I do get to see his daughter and stuff like that. And like he
oh.
plays, oh God, rugby. That's the one. I always want to
That's
say
it.
soccer, but it's not.
No, rugby. It's manly soccer.
It's
Yeah.
more than I can handle.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
So, how long have you been back in Colorado then?
I got out in 2019. Yeah.
Okay.
So a couple years, and I've been so I have a lot of like software engineering certificates. I have just been trying to work on my mechanical engineering degree for a while.
Okay.
I just have a problem of getting stuck with some how do I put it? Like adjunct professors who are kind of like, we don't believe you have a brain injury or need these accommodations because all
Oh.
these little shit 18-year-olds. Sorry, that's not me being about it at all. But yeah, no, so it's just been kind of a struggle with them trying to be like,
Oh,
hey, I'm kind of fucked up actually, and still like I can tell you about calculus, so I'm blue in the face. It's just the testing part where my brain's like it just gets kind of thing, you know? I don't know.
okay.
It's probably
Yeah.
Just a little struggle for you, is what you're saying.
yeah,
And
yeah.
they're not. Well, it's too bad that they're not working with you.
You're too cool to be an engineer anyway.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
I was like, the comedy thing seems to be going okay, so
Yeah. Yeah. My day job is I work with engineers and none of them are as cool as you are. So
appreciate it.
yeah. So I ask about Colorado so much because I've seen pictures of you at my #1 bucket list item, Red Rocks Amphitheater. How many times have you been? Tell me how awesome it is.
Oh gosh, it is pretty magical, honest. Like my parents, they were hippies growing up, and what you could do is wait on the rocks during the day. So you could get there at like 9 in the morning and kind of party all day until the music comes. And I would usually get picked up by a babysitter on the way back to the house kind of thing. So I I've been more times than I think that I can count, and it's probably the best bet. Like I wish tickets weren't as expensive as they were, and I'm just glad I know a few people around town for free tickets sometimes. But
Yeah.
it is, oh, I love it. Have you seen anybody there particular? Or
No, it's like I said, it's the #1 bucket list item.
100%. We've been talking about
I
it forever.
100% do like not trying to.
My freaking daughter's been there before me.
Oh dang! Oh, that
Get
sounds
it?
like a boys' trip waiting to happen.
Right? It really doesn't matter who's there. I will go
Right.
see anybody. I don't care.
Yeah.
I want to go there. We're big Dave Matthews fans, and so
yeah.
we've gone all over for Dave, but they don't play Red Rocks anymore. Now, I think eventually, probably on the way down, they will. Eventually,
They'll
Yeah.
just stop.
then they'll.
Don't.
But
We need to just pick somewhere and go.
except that
Pick a band and go.
we should have gone to the 2005 shows at Red Rocks
Yes.
because that
Yes.
was our last chance. So,
Because we were idiots for not going. But that's another topic for another day.
so you a big Deadhead?
Yeah, I like my fair share of dead music. It's
Yeah.
kind of all over the place. I'm trying to get into country recently, but it's been a little bit more
Why?
of a struggle.
Why? Yeah, why?
Uh,
You seem like it's a chore.
I'm dating a man who loves country music, so I'm trying.
Okay.
He loves
Well,
other music too. I'm just trying to like.
After
even
Friday
it
night,
out.
you're not going to be dating him anymore anyway, so you're good. No, I'm kidding.
I hope so.
No.
George Strait, there you go. Listen to George
Yes.
Strait. That's
Oh, George,
that's
I'm
all this
also a
country
really
guy I
big,
like.
yeah, no, that's true. I mean, the like my music, like I named my cat Cosmic Charlie after the Grateful Dead song. And then
Ah,
my dog is Hendrix, like Jimi Hendrix, even though everyone says like the gin, but
Oh,
you know,
sure. Nope. Spelled
you know the
different.
dog. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you wear too much tie dye and do too much. So you have the what is it, the Grateful Lot lady design? Is that you do all the
Yeah,
tie dyeing?
yeah, I do some tie dyeing and I've done some graphic design a little bit.
Yeah.
It's mostly just like a passion projects. Like the what I make from there, I donate to like Wounded Warrior
Oh, that's awesome.
Project and a few other one like local veteran charities because I it was the pandemic and all of a sudden like I couldn't throw a brick and hit something that wasn't tie-dye in my house. So I was like, I don't know how to get rid of this shit otherwise. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, it's I love it. I've been doing it for at 2020. Oh, 4 years now. What the
Okay.
fuck? Holy shit. Okay.
she moves
Sorry, that
along.
just
Yeah, time moves along. You want it to or
It
not.
does. Yeah.
it does.
Well,
Feels like a swan.
if we didn't have an ad read to do for the shirt company that I'm wearing right now later, I most likely would be in tie dye. I own a lot of tie dye myself, so I will definitely be checking out the site and looking for something that looks
Oh yeah. I
like
got
it
some new
belongs to my
stuff.
closet.
Yeah, I got new stuff coming out this week too.
I like
So
it.
Oh, this
I
week,
love tie
okay.
dye.
And say exactly where someone can go find it.
gratefullotLady.com.
There it is.
Oh, lot lady.
I was really slow on making that one too, if we can't tell, but
Well,
I
I
thought it was
mean,
like a Grateful
yeah,
Dead tribute.
right, yeah, it makes sense. Anytime you type in the word grateful in Google, tie dye starts to come up. So
Yeah,
So
that's
you,
true.
so have you ever gone to Grateful Dead show or what is your
I mean, the closest thing I've come to is like a Dead and Company show, like a few Dead and
at your
Company
age?
shows.
Sure.
Yeah, which was like cool. It was like kind of weird with John Mayer, just because like I grew up during that whole "Your Body Is a Wonderland" phase. So to see him with like Phil Lesh and all them, I
Yeah.
was like, what the fuck is happening? But
yeah.
it was
Well,
pretty
he's an
awesome.
amazing guitarist. I mean, he would be just to watch him play is amazing.
Yeah. Well, even his new stuff kind of sounds a little Dead adjacent in my
Oh, yeah.
opinion, but
Yeah.
maybe
So,
give it to me.
so who's who comes around that you got to go to every time, and I can't miss this band every time they come around.
Oh, there's a few. Okay. The first one I would have to say is probably Yonder Mountain String Band.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
It's like a bluegrass adjacent kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
The one that's a little bit more basic bitch of me is probably Dirty Heads,
Okay.
but I've been following them for like a decade now, I think. So
Yeah.
that's probably just the nostalgia they're talking. Man, there's a few.
Trampled by turtles. You seem like a trampled by turtles.
Yeah, no, I love Trampled. I've seen them on my birthday a few times actually.
Okay.
It's a pretty cool. I like the experience. It's weird, but I like seeing the music out here. It's so like crazy diverse. Like you can go to like a goth theme show one night
Mhm.
and then like country bluegrass the next kind of. It's night and day. I think that's why I love it here.
Yeah, it's a cool place.
So you're not going to move away.
What?
So you're not going to move away.
Probably not. It's so hard. I just bought a house here too, so I think that's kind of
Oh,
You're kind of anchored in for a while
a little
then.
bit, a little
a
bit.
little bit at least, but I
So
don't
we-
know. It's
We were in Colorado years ago, and you could tell me the year. I'm bad with the years, but we were in Colorado and we were walking around, and that was just when the weed got legalized. And I remember we were walking downtown, and we're like, why?
It was in 2013 because
20
I was turning 40.
Okay, so 2013, we were there for Dave Matthews, and we were going to bar hopping, and we just remember walking by, going, "Wow, those people in that apartment upstairs downtown are really toking it because all we smell is pot." Not realizing they just opened pot shops, and they were kind of all over.
yeah. Yeah, I feel like the weed infused anything kind of brings everybody out of the woodworks. I love it. I also have a weird relationship with it because I worked in a dispensary for
Oh, okay.
a couple of years, which was it
Very
was
fun.
fun. It was an adjustment. I forgot what customer service was like post the military, but
I have one
fun.
important question to ask you since an admitted stoner. Have you ever heard somebody refer to smoking weed as hooch it up?
I don't think I have.
And that's 100%.
Okay.
Don't feel like you're missing anything. Nobody has, and we talk to a lot of stoners. But
Oh,
he,
okay.
for some reason, believes that that's what smoking weed is called.
I remember.
I haven't heard hooch. I've heard all the other
Yeah.
synonyms of Mary Jane,
Maybe
Devil's Lettuce.
I was too drunk in high school, but I never smoked pot in high school.
Okay.
First time I ever smoked pot, I was 55 years old. So I haven't,
Oh, shit.
that was the first time. But I just remember in high school, they'd be like, we're going to the park to hooch it up. And that's what I remember. And everybody makes fun of me.
Yeah,
Hey,
everybody.
hey.
Even
Beach.
stoners.
Especially stoners.
Especially stoners.
Yeah.
True stoners.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I think of hooch, I think of booze, but
Me
maybe
too.
that's just
Thank you.
okay. Cool. That was
Booze in a brown paper bag is what I think of when I hear the word hooch. So maybe they were just going to the parking lot to drink.
They were
Which is
drunk.
possible.
There was a drug crowd. I hung out with,
You do know that most druggies drink a little bit too, right?
yeah.
Anyway, thank you for keeping this 100% because I'm always nervous we're gonna find somebody that's gonna be like, oh yeah, I've heard that. And I'm gonna be like,
Someday we're gonna find one. Someday. You're out there, people. Hooch it up with me, buddies.
Sounds like you should have someone you went to high school with on.
That's a good
There
point.
it is. There it is. Yes.
And she's a stud. See, sometimes when you're really high, you get good ideas. You know,
You never thought, we never thought of this.
Nope.
Never once did we say, let's go to Dice.
to be fair, it's because I don't want you proved right by any means. So.
All right.
I get
Either way, I'm embracing it. Fuck off. I'm doubling down.
We actually made shirts that say "hooch it up" on it because it's
oh,
it's
hell
become
yeah.
so part of the lexicon here on the podcast. So we'll try and bank off of it, but we've sold 2,700 shirts so far.
Okay.
No.
So back to comedy.
That was comedy.
Beth, so what? Do I hear it right? The Front Range Funny Festival, and your involvement in it. Did you had parts to bring it
Oh, yeah.
on? You're a producer of it. What was your part in that?
I crazy enough was the only producer in it, and it
Bless you.
was wild, honest. Like, never again will I be doing it just myself. But
Learn your
yeah, I
lesson.
had like I think 190 submissions to the festival for it being the first year of the festival, which was wild because it was one of those I tried to have it donate to the local, like the town I was living in at the time doesn't have a homeless shelter, but it had like a community outreach program that kind of helps people get placed into housing. And we raised a lot of money, like I think $1,000 or something like that.
That's
and
awesome.
I still got to like pay all the comics, and like I only had like one diva moment happen on me the whole 2 weekends, and I thought that was pretty good. I don't know, but
Well, good for you. That's awesome.
yeah, it was fun. It was for Sister Carmen is the community center that I was trying to raise money for. I think yeah, the only fuck up I had, it was the first weekend. I switched my two venues up. One was family friendly and the other one wasn't. And I told the comics at the opposite places. Yeah, so there's like just one pizza shop that is
Minor.
off
minor.
last. Yeah,
They don't want to host this year, is what you're saying?
yeah, pretty. They were like, all the jokes you said here were offensive. I don't even think Sister Carmen would like any of these jokes. And I was like,
That's the
They're
point.
Wow. They threw Sister Carmen in your face? Oh, no, you're done. Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Ouch.
I'm sorry, but if Sister Carmen thinks the joke is funny, it's not funny.
Exactly. That's where I was like, they're not really here. They're
Yeah.
kind of here, but
Yeah. No.
mostly just excited I raised money for them. But
Right, exactly.
So
Yeah.
number one rule, bring someone else aboard to help you. That's
Yeah.
what
Yes.
you do. It's a lot to burden. It really is. So that's all, you know, and then pick a different venue. But that's all right. You're
Yeah.
gonna get, I'm assuming you're gonna continue on for different.
yeah, I think so. I kind of want to expand it a little bit, but not
Awesome.
too much because there's already
Yeah.
a lot of comedy festivals that happen in town. I tried to pick a time where I wasn't like stepping on toes of anybody. Like
Right.
I know
Sometimes
there's like
that's the hardest
two.
part, is picking the right weekend. People are
Yeah,
gonna be around and they gone and they travel.
Yeah. Oh,
Something else, what else is going around
Right,
in
yeah.
the 20-mile? Yeah, that's hard.
yeah. I think I got lucky because I picked like a Easter weekend and the weekend before it, so people were like in town visiting their families and stuff. So
Yeah, there you go.
I got it pretty well, but I'm like to be way more organized next year. I think I just like got something in my head and I was like, we're doing this. It's going full force or nothing at all, dog. Let's go kind of thing. And yeah, every comic who I had on the show was like, that's crazy you did this all by yourself. And I was like, I know, I don't want to do it again by myself. So please help me next year kind of thing.
Right. Right.
Please help me.
Yeah.
Please help me. Anybody?
Yeah, in the like,
Well, that's
Yeah,
awesome. I
right.
mean, it can, for doing that, you know.
yeah, no, it's fun. I think I was also kind of hoping my Kill Tony episode would premiere during
Oh.
the festival. It happened like the Monday after, which was fine.
Oh.
But I was like, all right,
Okay.
next
Okay.
year got it locked in, maybe.
Yeah, that sucks. That's
Yeah.
that'd have been good timing.
Yeah, it was kind of funny though. Like right after the festival, I had one of the bigger sponsors of the festival reach out and was like, if you have Kent Hunter on next year's episode, we'll give you this much more per for the whole festival. And then he got on and said like, oh, I thought she was ugly or something the like next time he got on. So they were like, never mind, we don't care if he's on or not. Like we still like you. I was like, that's a weird okay. Like I guess I get it, but also
Wait, is that what Ken went back on Kill Tony and said that?
yeah, like 2 weeks later. And Tony was
Oh.
like, beggars, I guess, can be choosers. I was like, I know, right? Like,
Oh,
That's
it's
something.
okay.
No, it's not. That one.
Ken.
Jesus.
Damn you. Fuck you, Kent. What the hell?
Does Kent not have mirrors?
That's kind of where I was like, oh no, an ugly man thinks I'm
I'm
ugly.
sorry,
Oh,
but
no.
Kent, I hope you stay a virgin until you die.
If he stays a virgin much longer, he's gonna start killing people.
Oh, shit.
That's what happens
That's-
with these guys.
I turned dark
That's
real
the
quick.
problem.
My darkness even turned darker.
Yeah, somebody's gotta fuck him soon.
Or else kind of thing. No.
That son of a bitch. Here we were trying at the beginning to not.
Right.
You know what? I take it all back.
No, he's an okay guy. I don't know. It was funny though. I went down to Austin like after all of that had happened. Like it was for like a girls trip weekend.
Yeah.
And I was drunkenly walking past him at the Vulcan where he does like security at the door. And I was like, oh hey. Yeah. Oh yeah.
He does security. The guy that I saw with arms this big. And I couldn't look anybody in the eye. Does security?
That's true. How did he have any idea if you were ugly or hot? The whole time you were on stage together, he never looked at you once. He was afraid to look at you.
Because you're a girl. He was afraid to look at a girl.
That was half. I was like, I don't know what's happening here, but okay. Like, if he doesn't like me, he doesn't. I don't know.
Whatever.
He wasn't my type, so that's where I wasn't too offended.
And who cares? Like we said at the beginning, you seized a moment that you had to seize, and
I think if he looked at you, he'd have probably jizzed his pants. That's what he didn't know how to do.
That's what he was afraid of.
That's what he was afraid. So sorry, Ken. We're gonna make fun of you a lot, Ken.
He likes all my stories now, so I'm like, I think
All right.
things may have changed, but that's just me being cocky. I don't know.
Ken, you could try. You're trying. He's trying to get back in your DMs, but
Too late, Kent.
you had your chance, Ken, to woo her, and you talked about your mom. So
Let's where is your podcast at? The Scarlet Begonia Space Cast. Where's it at? It looks like you haven't put out an episode in a little while. Are you still doing it?
Yeah, no, I'm still doing it. I started it, it sounds very convoluted, but way before comedy, I figured out that you can get press passes to most things, like music festivals, if you have a media outlet of sorts. So I had started the Space
Told you we
Pass,
should do
but
this for the AVNs.
Yes.
yeah. Like, I usually it works. I have a few festivals under my belt. I haven't had it in a while, but I am supposed to be interviewing this golfer this weekend. That's supposed to like kick off my first episode for the new season kind of thing. 'Cause
Okay.
Yeah.
moving was
Or
insane.
or tee off for the first season.
Yeah, tee off for the first. I like that. I like that. Yeah,
All right.
but
Sorry.
You're far too funny to take joke advice from this guy.
Joking.
Don't let him bog you down. What is it the golfer somebody we've heard of? Is he a
Vic. Oh God, now I have to.
Never mind.
Way to go. Way to.
I didn't ask the question.
Oh, Victor Hovland. Okay, sorry, I had to get that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's because they're coming into Colorado for one of the golf things this weekend.
Sure.
I'm sounding really uneducated about it.
Have you ever golfed?
I golfed very recently for the first time, so
Oh,
I
good.
was yeah, it was what
Geared up for the interview. Got it. Go ahead.
yeah, I was trying to gear up for the interview.
Wait,
I
have you ever done stand-up comedy?
Fuck no.
And you talk to stand-up comedians on your
I
podcast?
talked to them.
So you don't have to golf to talk to golfers.
yeah, I mean, I'm hoping since I don't know a lot about everything that happens in golf that I can just ask. Like I told his team already, I'm like, I'm a comedian first. I don't really know a lot about. I know you swing a golf club and hit a ball and it goes like that's the extent. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
So, but it seems like a lot of the podcasts geared towards psychedelics and talking about
Opening your mind.
openly talking about it. So is he part of that or anything? Or just someone to talk to?
No, mostly just someone to talk to. I've been trying to like that I like how you guys have a theme on yours. I feel like I've made it a little too broad spectrum, but I'm trying to like dial it back into something like I've had like artists on before and they like I feel like when I first started, sorry, I'm like tripling over my words right now. No, when I first started, I was more interested in like, oh man, how would you feel? Well, like my favorite question to ask someone is like, what kind of drugs do I have to be on to like receive you in your best form?
Okay.
Deep.
It stumped a lot of people, honestly. And I think that's what I liked about it, just because people are like very aware that like, especially in the EDM community, that you're usually tripping if you're at a show because it's like a ton of people and all that. Or I'm just projecting. I don't know. But yeah, and so I kind of dove more into that, and then I started comedy, and then everyone in comedy was like, "Oh my God, you have a podcast! That's so cool! Can I be on it?" And I was like, "I forgot I had it." Honestly, like it sounds terrible, but I think it's just the short-term memory thing going out the book.
I forgot I had it. That's great. Sometimes I wish I forgot. I wish I forgot I had one.
It works for you. So.
Yeah, no, but it's been fun. I really like the part I liked a little bit more was going to the festivals to take like pictures of the different artists and stuff. And I found like a backup career till if comedy doesn't hit or mechanical engineering or software development. It's all cool.
You got a lot of stuff going on. Too much stuff going on.
A lot of avenues.
I don't like sitting still, if you can't tell.
Well, thank you for giving us an hour sitting still with us. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, totally.
Even no matter what that hour is, that's fine. We appreciate it.
I wasn't gonna mention it. Look,
Oh, I got,
this guy has absolutely no rights. There is nobody in the world who is late more often than this guy. So,
Okay, thank God.
if I can find at
Oh.
least somebody that, no, I'm just teasing. You know that, I'm just teasing.
Oh, for sure. No, and I know I'm a spacey stoner sometimes, or all the time. I'm not sure. But
all right, I am too.
yeah.
So, all right, well, thank you very much for coming on. Tell everybody where to find you and what you got coming up and all that good stuff.
Oh yeah. Let's see. My website is hannahgraycomedy.com. My Instagram is Hannah Goes Here. Oh man. I have a link to like everything else on my website kind of thing.
Sure.
And then my podcast can be found on Spotify and Google Podcasts. Those are the two. Yes, I remembered. Okay.
Awesome.
But yeah, no, I appreciate you guys for having me on and stuff.
Oh, it's a lot of fun.
Pleasure meeting
We
you.
love talking with comedians. You guys are the best to, obviously the best hang, the best to talk with. It's just always so much fun. So we appreciate anytime a comedian is even willing to come on. So thank you very much. And good luck on Friday night.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
100%. And hopefully someday maybe you'll come to Wisconsin. We have great comedy shows in Wisconsin.
We do.
We will
Oh,
come
yeah.
see you for sure.
Most definitely. No, I'm going to Minnesota actually for comedy.
Yeah, I saw that.
So.
Yeah, like
Right, but
this coming weekend, are you?
weekend.
Yeah. And meeting the boyfriend's parents on top of it all.
You got a full weekend.
Oh yeah. When
Yeah.
I say good luck on Friday night, I guess I should be saying good luck on Saturday.
Yeah.
Just the whole weekend. That's what I'm fingers
right.
crossed. But
Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Thank
yeah,
you so much. Nice to
Thank
meet
you.
you.
Yeah, likewise.
Thank you for listening. The tavern is closed for now, but we'd love to have you back for more fun next time. Seriously though, get your asses out of here.